I saw Soccer Mom on the road today, so that's why I know she's good. Today I got Y36 RXS, and I gotta mention about yesterday's video when I drove one of the Hondas for the first time ever. It was kind of funny because, like, yesterday I was able to send it to some friends and family that I know with Hondas and everything. Like my sister, for instance, has a Honda Civic, and yeah, she was mentioning about the things that she likes about hers. One friend of mine, I know he and his wife has a CRV, and he kind of gave light as to why there's a series of incompetent drivers on the road that at times happen to have a Honda. It turns out it's because of the fact that the parts that they need are cheap and affordable, which with hindsight that actually makes a lot of sense and everything. Not condoning bad driving and everything, but if you come into a set of circumstances that may or may not be your fault, you might as well have something cheap to be able to fall back on. So, is it raining right now? I'm feeling some drops. Either way, yep, it's raining. Okay, so working on paper from 5:45 till 11, but I personally like to just you know, come here early, disinfect. I'm already happy because the tank is full and she does not need air. Only thing is that I think the collision alert is disabled and everything, but like, as much as I love the Hondas, one drawback to them that I didn't mention in the video yesterday is the quietest collision alert ever. Like, normally there's like a sound, a beeper, a buzzer. The Hondas just on the gauge where you see like how much you're putting into the engine when you step on the gas. That's the transmission gauge, I think it's called. I'm probably saying it wrong, and all you car folks is gonna yell at me in the comments, but I said all that to say that all it just says is brake. Like, no beeper, no anything. And she went off like a few times, but then again, I'm just thinking about those families where, you know, there's a bunch of kids in the car and everything, and that's one where you definitely see the check rear seat every time you turn off a minivan. But hey, either way, we'll see how the day goes. It's right now 6:42, and I was able to do a 2-stop local to Newport, which took way longer than I expected, because at first I thought I had to pick up close to Journal Square. I arrived there, pickup canceled, so, you know, was able to head all the way to the Heights and then finish the local here. So next I got an express run, one pickup, 2 drop-offs and everything. So it's kind of a reverse express run, right, and everything. Almost, yeah, it's kind of a reverse express run. Alright, the express run's done. Over here, basically on the edge of Greenville. Like, I don't know what to call this area. I think it is Greenville. But anyway, now I got a 3-stop local over back towards the Newport area. So what's funny is my sister just texted me and everything, because I sent her the link to yesterday's video, because like I said, she has a Honda Civic, and she was like, I wouldn't mind seeing videos of you in the Benz. And I mentioned how most of my earlier vlogs was me in a Benz. It's just I don't like to drive them anymore because, one, they're junk. Like, they don't drive like they used to, in my opinion. And I mean, it's not that they drive bad, they drive pretty good. It's just like they're not as maintained well as the newer stuff and everything. Because like the rental company that we were partnered with, they didn't do that great of a job. Zipcar is doing good so far. Only thing is, I wish they could fix Soccer Mom's left door a little bit more, but that's just a side note. If I had $1 for every time I had to use common sense over the Via driver app, like, I could probably buy Via. Anyway, so I finished a 3-stop local. Well, I made it a 3-stop local. They try to make it a semi-express because what was going to be the last passenger in my queue, she worked over at Target, and I'm like, instead of going to Palisades where I had to pick up this passenger, who was nice, by the way, I'm like, let me just drop you off at Target early and then pick up that passenger. And also, I had some questions about Pizza Hut pizza and everything, so that's another reason why I didn't mind just dropping her off. For context, they're only out for a short period of time during the day, but you could call them personally and everything. See, I just want them when they're just right there and available and everything. But that's that. So now I got a 2-stop local. I didn't check the queue where it was gonna take me, and I don't know if I'll be there by the next hard cut, but we'll see. Oh yeah, and also I did catch a nice picture of a Mercedes-Benz tour rider from Academy. So let's see that and then transition to the next spot. Right now over on Summit, and yeah, traffic's had its ups and downs a little bit. I can only imagine how that tour rider I just showed y'all felt. But either way, I said all that to say that I'm gonna like, it's right now 9:46. I basically got about an hour to go. Right now I have 2 shuttle runs, and probably it'll be like 1 or 2 more, or maybe a full line run to the downtown area. And as I'm driving back, I'll get one more passenger, because that's exactly what happened yesterday. But either way, we'll see. All right, so it's right now 10:31. All I know is I'm going to send an email out to Via, letting them know that this van needs some refrigerant. I got the AC at the coldest level possible, and the AC on and circulating, and yet it still doesn't feel cool enough. And mind you, 2 passengers ago, I actually had someone in a wheelchair and stuff. And everything. Like, they were nice and everything, kind and respectful and stuff. Like, she and I believe her daughter or granddaughter that was in the passenger seat as well. Like, they were super nice, super sweet. It's just, you know, just want to make sure that it's as good as possible for everyone. So if I'm correct, I got 1 more passenger. Should be able to take them to a place nearby the lot, and then by the next hard cut, I'll be at the lot. And like I said, I'm back by the lot, and officially the corner that I hate the most in Jersey City is Communipol and 440. Like, hands down. Like, when you're at that corner, like, you wonder if Armageddon is gonna come first. Like, I'm sorry to say it, like, that's how long it took to, you know, just finish and everything. But hey, look, this is the AC that I was wanting earlier. Why is it on automatic? That was kind of weird. I did not set it like that, but hey, it is what it is. But either way, the day is done. All I know is you're gonna see this video tomorrow on my channel and everything. But of course, you know about my book series, Raymond Waters' Imagination, which is available on Amazon Kindle. Right now, you have 3 books. You have the first one, the second one, Imagination at Sea, and then the third one, Imagination in Space. Each is available for $2.99, and you can download it from Amazon Kindle. Really fun stuff and everything. Now, the first one is, you know, the intro to, like, just all of Imagination in general, with, you know, just 3 parks: Brooklyn Park, Hamishi Gardens, Snackville, and Beth Bawer Zoo. Ooh. Like, the other 2 are basically cruise lines. Like, the second book is a cruise line. The third one, I call it a space cruise, because, you know, it's space tourism instead of for science explorations or whatever. But and nothing against science explorations if you're into that, but still. Oh, just, you know, the idea of, you know, just traveling around the world, potentially traveling to the moon or to Mars, which is a main focus in that book. But what about another just another resort? Another resort with just 4 theme parks. Well, watch this video. There it is. Imagination for nerds. I'm gonna try to be able to have the pre-order available soon and stuff. In fact, because of that video, like I have no choice but to have the pre-order available basically before this time period, so that way you could be able to pre-order the book for 99 cents, and then when it's available in late June, early July, you'll be able to read it. Awesome summer reading and everything, easy to read. It's not one of those big complicated books and everything. Like, seriously, the font size is about 22 pt in Microsoft PowerPoint, where what I use to edit the book and stuff. But that's that. Ready to go home, ready to relax. See y'all later.